Ribikoff has been changed to the Red Cross tent.
One word.
One word.
Well, you'll be going through some of this, like what Jackie.
Different.
Because he
We went into this restaurant, this seafood restaurant, my husband and I. And we went in and we were seated and we got the menu. We were given a menu. And we waited and we waited. We saw people come in. We were sitting there. Half an hour later, we were still sitting there. The waiter just walked past us and smiled and didn't bother to take our order. So we got up and I said to my husband, I don't see any people in here that look like us. And they're not going to serve us. So we asked for the manager, and the manager came. And we told him what happened. He said, oh, well, I'm sorry. And so, well, we're leaving. And he said, well, come again. And I called someone that I knew that worked in the NACP and reported that.
Once you change your philosophy, you change your thought pattern. Once you change your thought pattern, you change your attitude. Once you change your attitude, it changes your behavior pattern. And then you go on into some action. As long as you got a sit-down philosophy, you'll have a sit-down thought pattern. And as long as you think that old sit-down thought, you'll be in some kind of sit-down action. They'll have you sitting in everywhere.
I remember, though, once, and it bothered me quite a bit. This white girl and I were the same age. And we used to play together. And I remember very vividly, it was our 14th birthday. Our birthdays were not too far apart. And she asked me one day, Alberta, when are you going to call me Miss Sudi? I said, never. I said, unless you call me Miss Alberta. And she said, that will never happen. I said, well, you'll never be missed by me unless I hit at you and miss you. That's it.
August 1965. Black residents in Watts, a Los Angeles neighborhood, took to the streets in anger. The uprising lasted 6 days and left 34 people dead. Watts was a challenge to the nation and to the nonviolent philosophy of Martin Luther King.
And for the respect of Dr. King that we have here, I say this. Sure, we like to be nonviolent, but we up here in the Los Angeles area, we're not doing that other cheek.
Always a drawback feeling that I knew that I was not accepted back then, and I guess even now to some extent, people tolerate each other. But now being a Christian, it's different for me. I don't hold any grudges against anybody for their ignorance, because I think it's very ignorant for another human being to feel as though they are superior to another individual. And I think the only superior activity should only pertain to being a decent person who want to do the right thing by people. And the people who are not willing to do that, then they're the inferior ones. That's the way I look at it.
3 days of marching exposed white resistance and heightened black skepticism about the use of nonviolence.
Martin Luther King by far, because he was nonviolent. I'm not so sure about Malcolm X. I think he would let you hold it. But Dr. King was a nonviolent person and all the way.
We sent Negroes in large numbers to the real estate offices in Gage Park. Every time Negroes went in, the real estate agent said, oh, I'm sorry, we don't have anything listed. Now you can find something somewhere else, and it was always back in the ghetto.
I just keep going back to the march on Washington that was just so exciting, so peaceful. And I, for one, I'm claustrophobic. I don't like to be around a lot of people. But I felt completely at ease with all of these people. And people were holding hands and singing and walking together. And to be among people that you don't know, will never see again in life, never seen. I think that's one of the most exciting times in my life.
I know the one thing we did right was the day we started to fight. Keep your eyes